about probably 10 after 6 this morning, and that time's not actual, but we received calls of shots fired and actually a victim in the area of Maple and Spencer, which is right over here about a block over from us. At that point, our officers responded, and as they were responding to the scene, we had a second call on Alita where another victim had been fired upon and struck. As officers were responding to the scene, we had witnesses that observed a subject that we believe to be the shooter went into a residence about probably a half block away. At that point, our officers set up a perimeter, and at one point, one of our officers saw the suspected shooter inside the residence look out at us, and he went back in. This time, he's barricaded, and our emergency response team is on scene, and it's an active investigation, and they're over there. So.
Male suspect?
Yes, male subject.
And then what about the status of the victims?
We have two that we know that have been taken down to Nashville, either Vanderbilt or surrounding hospital, and we have one victim that's deceased.
Anything you can tell us about those victims? Male, female?
Well, initially we thought it was maybe a random type shooting, but our investigations revealed at this point that there was possible relationship with at least one of the victims, so we're aware of that. And again, I don't want to give names just because of family members and stuff like that at this time.
Any connection to that bolo on Facebook that you guys had put out on Kevin Johnson?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Is he the suspect?
Yes, ma'am, he is.
Any indication on what might have led up to the shooting? I know you said it seems like he had a relation with at least one of the victims.
At this point, we're still doing an active investigation. We're still looking into some things, and again, you get a lot of different witnesses, a lot of different stories. We're trying to decipher that. We got a lot of help from surrounding agencies, DHP, Sumner County Sheriff's Office, EMA and fire, and everybody, EMS has been great to help us out with this thing. We have multiple scenes, so you can imagine. So it's been a trying time, but we're trying to find out what's going on. Again, we're talking to family members and of the victims and family members of the suspect to try to determine what's going on with this.
Now, on these shootings, were they outside? Did he go into these homes, or were they at homes? I assume.
From my understanding, they were all outside. The gentleman that was the one that's deceased, I think he was outside, maybe on his porch at that point. And of course, again, we have that crime scene. We have two crime scenes over Maple Spencer area where he did fire upon two, and we have, like I say, two victims over there and one over here on Alita.
So there are three victims?
Yes. Okay. Yes. That's what I was just told a few minutes ago.
And then, what about the what area is he barricaded in? I mean, is that the 100 block, 200 block?
It is that area over there. I'll just put over there. I don't want to tell you the exact address this time.
Have you evacuated homes in that area?
We have. Yes, okay. We have. As far as the bolo goes, it was again, our first response was supposed to be a possible medical emergency, some maybe erratic behavior. So that's why we responded to the bolo, and we saw the bolo we put out for him. We made efforts to find him. We searched his residence. It didn't come up with anything. So we were looking for him, but again, it was one of those things that's how it all started out.
For folks who are in the area, I mean, stay in your home.
Absolutely. And again, we've tried our best to push people out to get them away. And as soon as we can, we'll let everybody get back. Just bear with us. At this point, it's a safety issue for them. We're worried about the citizens and also our officers that are on scene.
And have you had any communication with him, or what's it like? Are you in talks with him, or?
Well, at this time, again, that's one of those things that we can't really talk about that much. It's an ongoing investigation. Our negotiators are there, our SWAT members are there, our tactical team's there. So we're doing our best to try to make this thing, in a good way. And we hope and pray for the other victims and the families that are involved. So.
I know that this started at 6 o'clock this morning. Any timeline or a hopeful timeline on when this situation will end?
No, ma'am, not at this time. It's one of those things. I think it's up to him, and we're willing to wait it out, get a chance to talk to him and see what's going on.
Any idea about the time that passed, like how quickly from the 6 a.m. until when he barricades himself in the home?
It was, I think I got my first call around 6:23, so it sounded like it was pretty active, and again, it's probably a 10-minute frame. I know we had one of our command staff call me, and it was ongoing. At that point, he had fired his round at Maple and Spencer, and then he was making his way. And then as that was going, we had a second victim. And then, as I'm getting ready to come out, they told me that he was barricaded in the house. as soon as we get anything else, we'll be glad to try to give you an update, okay? All right.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.